There is an unlikely alliance in the city, one that you may not have heard of, and it's a result of a tragedy 1 year ago. On tonight's Inside Story, lessons learned from Danzig Street. Avery.
Gord, people probably haven't heard about this alliance because sadly too often the good stories simply don't make the news. Tonight, the tragedy that rocked this city last summer and the small program that could make a big difference. Danzig, a small street in Scarborough that many had never even heard of until they woke up to this.
Good morning, this is Breakfast Television. We will have the latest for you on this East End shooting.
News of the worst mass shooting in this city's history. Jarring images of panic, fear, and disbelief.
Is this empty?
July 16, 2012, a petty beef between rival gangs erupts in a barrage of bullets at a community barbecue on this street. 25 people were hit. 2 didn't survive, 14-year-old Cheyenne Charles and 23-year-old Joshua Yasse. Jamal is 18 years old. He lives on the street that has become synonymous with violence and tragedy. Danzig has gone from being a street to being a crime. What does that feel like for you as someone who lives there?
Why do you guys care about what happened? Like, why it took something so big for you guys to care about the community? Now you guys just, oh, Danzig, we have to go there and talk to people. Like, it's not like that. If that didn't happen, you guys wouldn't have been in our community.
And here's the thing, Jamal is right. If it hadn't been for the looming 1-year anniversary, we wouldn't have stumbled across this story. This is Community Connection, a first ever traveling summer camp. Kids like Jamal and his buddy Dwayne are hired to act as mentors.
These kids, they need something to do. They need people to say you're gonna make it, because when these kids look outside, they just see it's just like bad things.
Like a traveling circus, this setup rotates through troubled Toronto neighborhoods, taking the camp to the kids.
We provide online computer courses, which we're offering for these kids to learn Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. We provide basketball, we provide soccer, a bouncy castle.
It's a pilot project by Toronto Police, Toronto Community Housing, and a charity called the For Life Foundation.
We'll be in 7 other different communities over the next 7 to 8 weeks, helping other kids just stay out of trouble and learn some good stuff, have a good time.
And Jamal is working on the same side of the law with the very cop he's had run-ins with in his past. Constable Randy Arsenault is what's called a community engagement officer. He was instrumental in creating an ever-expanding DJing program in this neighborhood.
We've really expanded on the programs in this area, not just on Danzig Street, but in the schools as well. We've supercharged the DJ program. The DJ club now meets on Danzig Street as well once a week.
It's surprising that a police officer is involved in something that in communities where the police are the enemy.
It's surprising on the surface when you actually just think about police hanging with guys that might be caught on the block or maybe have guns or knives and have been known to the police. When you really look into it, it's genius. That's how you prevent crime.
It's not about who he's arresting, it's about who he's helping out, and that's like the younger kids who are growing up to be our next prime ministers, doctors, or lawyers and stuff like that. He's actually doing a good job.
The images of 1 year ago are hard to erase, but the people who live here want to move on.
It's our community, you know, we don't feel, you know, threatened in any way, you know. The tragedy happened, yes, but sometimes, you know, stuff like these happen and it makes us more close together.
And that 1 year anniversary, it'll be marked in the most defiant of ways.
They're looking to do a barbecue to totally erase what happened to negative, but to bring back the positive perspective to barbecues and community engagement and getting together. Just really trying to mend that deep wound from the community.
And another little known change that we discovered while we were there doing the story, the 1 year anniversary story, is that Toronto Housing has dedicated one of the units on Danzig to the people of Danzig so that they can have it as a sort of a little community center where that DJing program is. They've got after school homework programs, cooking classes, all kinds of great things.
Excellent program, and it underscores what Toronto Police have been trying to do in a number of neighborhoods for many years, and that's establish a dialogue, a two-way street, and a level of trust on both sides. And and this will take it another step further.
Yeah, because we there's a lot of talk about, what kind of police will be in there as enforcers, but you can change the psyche of a community by going in and being friendly as well as with the
one-to-one discussion.
Yeah.
You can reach out to Avery on Twitter. The address @CityAvery. The Inside Story runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News. All segments, including part in one of Danzig 1 year later, are up on our website, citynews.ca.